Hey BookTube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you're new to me and it's the first time you're seeing my face, hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So I hope that's why you're here because that's what's going to be happening today. If you're not new to me, thank you for always tuning in and the continued support. I really do appreciate it. So today for you, as you can see from the day's title of the video and the thumbnail, I have a book haul. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I had to go and gather all the books that I've been collecting over the past couple months. So I could get this together. I've got quite a lot of books from either book trips to Barnes & Noble, Amazon orders, some back from Christmas, and then I actually got some of my Valentine's Day gifts already from my husband. So without further ado, grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, and let's get talking some books. Okay, so I have so many. I don't really know what to do right now. Not even gonna lie. Let's do the unboxings because I would like to get these open so I can get rid of the boxes. So let me get my knife. And we'll get this undone. So first one is from Amazon. Okay. So this is the last installment to the Field Party series by Abby Glines, The Last Field Party. This is the culminating story of all of these kids Lawton High. All the different couples we've experienced, they all come back apparently in this installment, and then this is concluding it. So I'm very, very excited to have this. I am reading the 6th installment this month, and then I can get on this one and I can finish the series. So yeah, I'm excited. This is exciting for me. I series finished and I have the whole series, and all these covers together are just stunning. I have all these blue, but this is very Valentine's Day. I even matched. So yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, first one. I'm excited. Definitely looking forward to picking that one up for sure. So the next one is also Amazon. This was the same order. They just came in different boxes. Just want to make you guys aware of that. Okay. So because I was getting close to finishing my Abby Glines series that I have, I wanted to pick up another one from her. And she's got quite a few. But this one I've been eyeballing for a while. So I found this, it was on sale on Amazon. So I picked it up. It's the first 4 installments of this series. It's a little bit of a box set. It is the Sea Breeze collection by Abby Glines. So we have Breathe, Because of Low, While It Lasts, and Just for Now. Those are the first 4 installments. I'm excited. I've had my eyes on this series for a long time, but I wanted to read the Field Party one. So I'm really hoping these are just as sweet and carefree. I think though this takes place on like a beach setting. I want to say it's like a beachy kind of town, but it does also feature a bunch of different types of tropes and people again. So I'm hoping that I get the same feel from it as I did with the Field Party series. We don't know. I actually literally flipped a coin. So I carry a 50-cent piece on me at all times. It was actually my wedding present from my husband, a sterling silver 50-cent piece, because a Kennedy should never be alone. And he's always carried one. It was a tradition that his grandfather started. And so when we got married, he gave me my own 50-cent piece. And whenever I need a decision, I flip it. So when I was deciding between this and the Smokehouse series, I flipped it. So that's actually how I decided on going with this one instead of her other series. But yeah, let's, oh God. Oh, they're stuck. There we go. I probably will not keep the box, but for right now. So I think Breathe is actually the very first one. I'm almost positive. Yeah, Summer Fling. Oh, maybe Just for Now is the first one because it's already on here. Maybe Just for Now is the first one. I'll have to figure it out. We will have to figure it out, the order, but here are the covers, and these are the original covers. So we have Breathe, Just for Now, While It Lasts, and Because of Low. So very beachy, shirtless men. But we do look like we have some cowboys, some rock stars type things. So I feel like we're going to get a lot of different types of heroes in that series. So I'm excited. Yay. And the last unboxing is my book of the month. So let's pop that one open and find out what I got. I think I may have been able to pull this one. Oh. I need to actually cut it. So I put a temporary pause on book of the month last year just because I needed to save some money for Christmas. So I stocked up now. I got 3. So the first one I picked was Heartless Hunter, Crimson Moth, book 1 by Kristen Saccarelli. Her deadliest enemy or her greatest love. I believe this is the one about a witch and a witch hunter. Yes. Enemies to lovers doesn't get more high stakes than a witch and a witch hunter falling in love. And best-selling author Kristen Saccarelli's latest romantic fantasy. So, Witch and Witch Hunter, I thought that was fantastic, and I really liked the cover on this one. So, yay. I also picked up Sarah Ox the Resort. I love this cover, and I am actually going to be going to the Virgin Islands this year. So I definitely wanted to pick up some resorty type books, even though this is a thriller. So it's gonna make me not want to go, I guess. But yeah, so I'm collecting my my beachy reads for the time being. So yeah, welcome to paradise. We hope you survive your stay. There are 3 rules to follow during a vacation at the famous Kong Song Resort. Leave the past behind. Always be careful who you trust. If someone discovers who you really are, run. Sounds fantastic. And I love this cover. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And then the last one I picked up was Alex McCletty's The Fury. This one is a murder mystery. Well, it says, this is a tale of murder, or maybe it's not quite true, at its heart, it's a love story, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. But he wrote The Silent Patient and The Maidens. Neither one have I read. But I do own The Silent Patients, and I believe I own The Maidens. I believe I own both those books, so I haven't read them. So, awesome. Way to go. But those were my unboxing. So now we're going to get into the books that I actually went and purchased. So, yay. I mean, like, you know, I purchased these, but I don't have to unbox them. They're just in a bag right now. Let's get rid of that box. All right. So let's go with the books that I willingly went and purchased, and then I'll go show you some gifts. So now these were purchased with gift cards, obviously, of course, but let's just get into it. All right. So for starters, this bag. I did pick up the rest of the Juliet Cross series, everything but the last one. They did not have the last one, so I now have Don't Hex and Drive, which is Get Stitches, and Always Practice Safe Hex. I do have the first one. I'll put a picture of it right here. I can't remember what it's called, but actually it's probably on here. It's probably in here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is the Stay a Spell series by Juliet Cross. And I have every book but the 5th one. It's the yellow one. I can't remember what it's called. But yes, I have this whole series now. So whenever I decide to pick it up, I can marathon it if I love it. So hopefully I do love it. I bought the whole series. I do that a lot. I also picked up the next 2 special edition covers of the Ice Planet Barbarians series that are out. Barbarian's Mate and Barbarian's Touch. I love these new illustrated covers. I think they're gorgeous. And I'm currently reading Barbarian Lover for my February TBR, because every single February I tend to read an alien romance book, an Ice Planet alien romance, which has become a thing of mine. So I want to get the rest of them that were out. And I know one more comes out this next month, I think. thing comes out next month, so I will be able to stay on track and having them also. Now I have them. This one follows Lila. Follows Lila and Rokon, and this one is Josie. And do we have a name for the guy? Dewey? Does not say a name. This one's a mystery. So, yeah, there we go. The next bag. Oop. It's all falling over. Of course, it came out. I purchased it. You've already seen it ahead of time if you follow me at all. But yes, I did get the House of Flame and Shadow, the third installment of the Crescent series. Have not broken into it yet. I do have a full book review of the first one, House of Earth and Blood. I'll link it here, and a full reading vlog of House of Breath and Sky. I'll link it here. So you can kind of see my experience with this series, and I will be doing a vlog on this one as well. I've heard mixed things so far. Oh my God. This is the first time opening this book. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I think this might be my favorite cover yet. Shut the fuck up. That's gorgeous. Oh my God. I love it. Yeah, that's probably the best end paper so far. Oh. Okay, before I cream all over this book and destroy it, I'm gonna put it over here because that thing is fucking pretty. Yes, yes. Thank you very much. But yes, I have it, so I can read it soon, hopefully. The next two books I picked up were actually for this TBR in February. That is Ava Evergreen, the Semi-Magical Witch. I am reading this for the Black Hat Book Coven. This was Laura's pick. This is a middle grade about a girl who's about to lose her witch card if she can't pass a test or something like that. The live show is, I'll put it right here. It's going to be on, I believe, Laura's channel, and it's next Sunday, I believe. So I got to get reading this soon. Or no, I think it's the end of the month. We have sprints next Sunday, but the live show is right here. And then I'll put the sprint card up here if I have it. So there you go. But yeah, I have it now. I officially own a middle grade book again. And then my TBR recommendation jar pick was Jana Aston's Wrong. So I picked it up. I could not get the guy's cover. The hot pink one with a guy on it. I couldn't get it. This is the one I could get. So I'm already annoyed by that. But I'm not going to let that hold it against me with the book. But I do have it so I can start reading it when it's time for the schedule. Because I scheduled it in to try to get it done by this month as soon as possible. So yeah, there we go. Very Valentine's-y looking book, which I like. So let's see what else is in here. Oh, yes. This one. The Sanctuary of the Shadow. Learn the fortune you pay the price by Aurora Asher. This looks like the new first installment to a new fantasy series. It's a debut fantasy on top of it. Enter at your own risk and discover the greatest show on earth in the explosive, darkly imaginative debut fantasy. For humans, the circus is a place filled with wonder and amazement. For Harrow, though, it's a place to hide from those who slaughtered her entire clan. Disguising her abilities as part of her act has kept the true identity safe for years until he arrives. So it's a dark circus setting, and I love a good circus setting. And look at this. Bam! I'm seeing a lot of books doing the sprayed edges now, and I think this needs to be a permanent thing. These are fantastic, and I love this. I will pay extra for a gorgeous book. Like, this is stunning. I love it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this does. I believe this might be YA. It could be YA. I'm not for sure. But it sounded really, really fun. Magic, circus, dark. Yes. Yeah. That's going to be a good time. Let's see. Ooh, this one. Death and the Sisters, a Mary Shelley mystery. This is the first installment to what looks like it's going to be a duology right now because another book is coming out later on this year. And this is from, this is by Heather Redmond. And essentially what this is so Mary Shelley and her stepsister Jane encounter the poet Percy Shelley and are drawn to investigating a shocking death. So it's a murder mystery centered around Mary Shelley. I don't know if it's anything to do with Frankenstein, but I like the fact that they're taking real historical characters and giving them kind of like other shit to do. And this author wrote a series called the Dickens of Crimes series, which if I like this, I might take a peek at that because I do like Charles Dickens. I like Mary Shelley. Frankenstein's one of my favorite stories. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, that's a total spooky read. That sounds fun. That sounds like it's going to be a good time. So let's pick it up and have some fun with it. Yay. The next book. Oh, yes. Okay, so I read Nocturne earlier this year and I picked it up because I had watched The Black Swan prior to it. And I'm still in that ballet kind of vibe. So when I saw this, I wanted to pick it up, and this is The Dance of the Dolls by Lucy Ash. Beautiful, right? Listen to this. It's 1933 in pre-war London. Identical twin sisters Clara and Olivia Marinetta are rehearsing for their performance of the ballet Coppelia at the recently owned Sadler's Wells Theater. Disciplined and dedicated, Olivia is the perfect ballerina, but no matter how hard she tries, she can't compete with Clara's rebellious charm. And now Clara has started a relationship with someone who Olivia secretly desires, passionate bohemian Nathan, a pianist at the theater. Meanwhile, Olivia is unaware that she has cast a spell on another frequent visitor to Sadler's Wells, Samuel, a bashful ballet shoemaker apprentice who steals in the building to catch a glimpse of her whenever he can. With rehearsals of Coppola intensifying, both girls increasingly feel as though they are being watched, as infatuation turns to obsession and sinister secrets begin to emerge and start to unravel. That sounds fucking awesome. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. Yeah, I'm still in that ballet kind of thing, and this just seemed too perfect. I think this is going to be a good time. Let's see what else did I pick. Okay, I've been eyeballing this book for a while, and I finally picked it up because Barnes & Noble had it, and this is Gothicana by Runix, A Tale of Dark Romance. I've heard this is really dark, this is really twisted, and it's the purple painted edges book, so this is why I finally picked it up. I've heard really good... I really should open these books before I do these videos because I get like squirrel moments. Squirrel, pretty pictures. Oh my, that's awesome. That's so fucking sweet. Oh my God. An unusual girl, an enigmatic man, and an ancient castle. What could go wrong? Apparently a lot. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have a good time with this. I've heard, this is one of those TikTok books that has been kind of teased a lot. I don't know anything about it. I just knew that I wanted it because, I mean, look at this cover. Look at it. Like, come the fuck on, guys. Come on. Like, that's Jackie on a cover right there. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And then the last book I picked up, this was actually, I picked it up, but my husband almost bought it for me, but he wasn't for sure. And this is Sons of Darkness by Gaurav Mohanty, and this is a ballad. This is not ballad. It is a, I just read Some Ballads Are Inked in Blood. I believe this is about vampires. And we all know how I like a good vampire. Vampires and wolves and all of that stuff. And look, pretty book again. And then, yeah. Books are stepping up their game. The sun will set, the world will kneel, the stars will bleed, and the shadows dance. To a prophecy long foretold, a tale of war and ruin, a ballad inked in blood. Well, yeah. Yeah. Pirate Princess. I saw Pirate Princess. I'm good. Sold. Yeah. So, yeah. Definitely excited about this one. I got some very pretty books this book haul for sure. Now that's everything I got from Barnes & Noble on my own personal spending journey. The next two books were actually sent to me for author review, and I will be getting to them soon, but I wanted to point them out so you guys knew. These are both by Soni Singh. She found me through my interview with Paul Indigo on Love Deleted, and she saw it and she liked the way I talked, and then she checked out my review and she found me through that and she wanted me to review her book, so she sent them to me, and they are stunning. This is Lonely Dove and then Can You Be. This one is about a 41 single woman of Indian origin that grew up in Colombia, now a successful journalist in New York City. She's missing only love in her life. Then a vision reveals her soulmate. He calls her Lonely Dove, 2 words that describe her perfectly, but she cannot see his face. Determined to find this mysterious man, she draws on all her work and personal resources to find him. Anji is her name, embraces the signs and visions she receives. She discovers a need to heal from her past relationships. Will she ever find her twin flame, and will she be ready when she does? Sounds very, very interesting. And this one is Nana. I'm gonna say Nana. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. Nana's life is as it has always been. She lives in a self-imposed sheltered manor in Charleston, South Carolina, yet wants nothing more to have the support of friends and family. She's too afraid to put herself out there, having been hurt so much in the past. Her routines give her the sense of safety until an early August morning when Nana receives a box. It has no information about its sender and is left on her doorstep. A mysterious man shows up at her work asking her about it. Everything begins to change after the arrival of the box, and Nana is presented with the chance to change her life and to explore compassion, forgiveness, and believing in herself. She struggles to understand the power of connections and the potential of expanding her horizons. Nana's journey is mystical, and in its portion, it takes her through Stockholm, Helsinki, and the Baltics. Will this quest lead her to discover who she can be? Well, that sounds fucking awesome. This sounds like, I read a book about a journey. They go to all these different, How to Be Single by Liz Tuccillo, I think is how it is. I wasn't a big fan of that book, but there was a concept in that book where they're going to all these different locations and kind of like learning about like being single in different areas of the world. And I feel like going on these journeys are going to show her different things about herself. It kind of reminds me of that. So that sounds really interesting. Ooh, these might get picked up a lot sooner than I thought. So Sony, if you're watching this, thank you so much for these. I'm sorry it took so long for me to haul them, but I will be getting to them and reviewing them for you as you requested. So thank you so much. That was very nice of you to send me physical copies. I love when authors send me physical copies of books to review instead of digital ones, because I like physically holding books. It gives me a much better sense of the book, for sure. The next one was actually sent to me by my friend. I helped her edit this book, and it's just awesome, but she sent me the special hardcover, so I wanted to point it out. This is Obsession by Caitlin Erin Mackey. This is the first installment in what is going to be, I believe she's doing as a duology, but it's the Eastgate Kings. Reverse harem, stalker, romance, dark, twisted, lots of fucking kinks. Lots of them. I do know excerpts of the story because I helped her edit it. I believe I'm labeled in here. Yeah, book cover by Caitlin Erin Mackey, edited by Heather Creedon, contributing editors Jackie Kennedy and Lacey Chantel. So there's my name right there. Yeah, she gave me credit again. I did not help her as much as I did with Second Chances. She's also the author of Second Chances, which was her first book. This is her second, and she is writing the second installment currently. It's called Torment, I believe, but it's coming along a little bit slower because of the subject material and how to kind of really get it out there. So I'm excited to have this on my shelf and see exactly what she did with it, because I only knew up to a certain point. I've never read the ending. She didn't give me the ending part, so I don't really know how it ends yet. So exciting. And the last 4 books are gifts from my husband. For Christmas, my husband picked up The Wager, a tale of shipwreck, mutiny, and murder. I had an eyeball in this one. It's kind of like the Donner Party on a ship, and I thought it sounded really, really fucking interesting. And I've been eyeballing it for a while, so he picked it up for me. And this is the same author from The Killers of Flower Moon, which was just turned into a film by Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's nominated for Best Picture. Great film. Not the best combo of Leonardo DiCaprio and Scorsese that I've seen, but still very well done. But yeah, same author of that book, and I would like to read that book, but I have my eyeball on this one because this one, Donner Party on a ship. Yeah, it sounds awesome. You kidding me? It sounds dope. And then he also bought me the sequel to Rebecca Yarrow's Fourth Wing, I think is what it's called, and this is Iron Flame. So he picked this up for me. I have not read Fourth Wing yet, but I have the sequel, so I can read it one at a time. And then for my Valentine's Day present, my husband got me 2 cookbooks that were on my list that I wanted. The first one is Fairy Tale Baking. It includes actual fairy tales and then bakes that are kind of designed around it. So the first one is Snow White and Rose Red, and then there's some treats in there about that. We have Hansel and Gretel, Mother Holly, the Star Bunny, and the Princess and the Pea, and then just recipes to kind of go with it. Beautiful photography in this. I mean, look at this. Oh, there's some glare. There you go. I mean, seriously, some of the photography in this book, just some of the foliage that we're seeing, just absolutely stunning. Like, food cookbooks have some of the best fucking pictures. Like, seriously, look at that. Sometimes I just want it for the artwork, let's just be honest. But yeah, I'm really excited about this one. There's a couple of recipes in here. Black Forest Cherry Trifle, meringue cake, coconut crumbled pineapple muffins, marbled cheesecake, spiced macarons, mango and chocolate squares, blackberry ganache tartlets. Yeah, lots of fun stuff in this one. And they do have there's a sequel to this, Fairy Tale Cooking, which has 5 more fairy tales and then just actual recipes, not like sweets. So yeah, so that one's on my list now too. And then I wanted this one for a long time. I'm a huge fan of the Great British Baking Show. I'm obsessed with that show, actually. I love that show. And partly because I love Paul Hollywood. So my husband finally purchased Paul Hollywood's bread book. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have this. Have you seen Paul Hollywood? I mean, get the fuck out of here. He's gorgeous. And the man can make bread. And I'm starting my sourdough journey. I just recently started it. I need practice, so I'm glad that I have like the Bread Masters like game book here. And then the cool thing about this is he makes a type of bread and then a side recipe, so you can have it with the bread. So I thought that was really, really cool. So I also get some of his cooking as well. So yeah, that is my book haul, guys. I'm not about to try to hold them all up because I can't. So I got a lot of books, a lot of stuff, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of popular stuff. I'm excited, and then some stuff that I'm just really excited about. I'm very, very happy about this. It was a long time coming, but yeah, there's my first book haul of 2024, guys. There you go. There it is. I hope you enjoy this, and let me know if you were excited about any of these books coming up down the pike. Let me know if there's one that you think I should bump up to the front of the line. I mean, there's a lot of good pickings here. There's a lot of good ones. So at least fingers crossed, a lot of good ones. So I will see you guys all soon with another video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.